What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Neo to Bitcoin. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. Giveaway at 5,000 subscribers, which is right around the corner. We just broke 4,900, so thank you guys. I will be giving away some Crypto TV merch, so hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So we're going to be talking about a few things, obviously some technical analysis, and you guys brought it up in yesterday's video, and you left a lot of positive comments on it that you want me to start talking about Electroneum as part of the channel. So I guess today will be kind of a overview of what exactly Electroneum is for those of you who don't know, as well as discussing the massive pop Litecoin just experienced within the past 24 hours of it trading. So it's definitely very nice. When I looked at the coin, we were literally at like $55, $56 yesterday. Now we're up quite a bit. So it's definitely something that surprised all of us. And I would like to discuss that and go over that. So do make sure to watch this video till the end. There's a lot of really important and really good information. So I really do stress to watch the whole thing. Otherwise, let's just jump, like I said, into today's episode. So we're on the coin market cap right now. Market cap looks quite nice. We're at $223 billion with a 24-hour volume of 16.3 and a Bitcoin dominance of 51.7. So market cap is up quite a bit from yesterday. 24-hour volume is up quite a bit from yesterday. And then Bitcoin dominance is down a little bit compared to yesterday. So that does mean that altcoins are definitely taking more of the bullish signal today compared to Bitcoin itself. So let's just see if the market confirms that. We're looking at the top 10 cryptocurrencies, and as you can see, only one seems to be down. That is Tether, down 0.41%, which is really nothing at all. It seems to just be consolidating. Bitcoin is only up 2.8%, but it seems like all the other cryptocurrencies are at least up by at least like 5%, all the way up to 9%. We see Litecoin taking the biggest leap out of all the top 10 cryptos, which is surprising to a lot of us to see Litecoin actually making some progress, up 9.32% at $63.67. Very nice. We have Bitcoin at I'd say $6,700, up 2.8%. Ethereum at 228, XRP at 54 cents. Otherwise, the market is a lot of green. We're seeing some double digits, Bitcoin Cash. And there's one other coin in specific here. We are Electroneum. And it is just a coincidence that as I wanted to talk about Electroneum today, we are also up 47%. Now, I will just be discussing the overall view of Electroneum and what exactly Electroneum coin is, what their business stands for. I'm not going to be doing technical analysis on it today, but I will, if you guys want to see, let me know in the comments, be doing some technical analysis on Electroneum if you want me to incorporate that into the show. Otherwise, let's move on to Litecoin. I'm going to be doing Litecoin's technical analysis, then we'll talk about Electroneum, then we'll do Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Neo. So obviously you guys wanted to see this, that's why you clicked on the video, and maybe it's also Electroneum. But obviously Litecoin looks beautiful, guys. Like, look at this massive run up we had in the past 24 hours, if not within the past like 8 hours, looking at these candles right here. So one thing to note is we are on this uptrend, and this uptrend is holding quite nicely. If you take a look, we have 1, 2, 3 affirmations of movement upwards, that this is for sure an uptrend that is holding very secure. You can see that we've pretty much touched it fairly well, and we've shot up off of this support fairly quickly. There's times when support lines and uptrends, we just kind of channel along here and then move up. But it seems here that once we touch it, we explode up. We touched it again, exploded. So it was almost called for that when we touched here for the third time, we would explode up again. So the price level that it's out right now, so hopefully you guys, I am very bullish on Litecoin in the long term. We are moving way, way, way out of its 9-month downtrend that it had on the market. We could be coming out of that bearish phase and into a more accumulation style phase. Now, one thing to note is we are moving up. We are setting these higher lows. You can see we blasted way above that $63 that we had at a current resistance. We went as high as 65.70. So hopefully you guys are taking good profit out of that if you didn't sell already. Otherwise, honestly, if you're holding on for the long term, we're definitely moving back up, and it does seem to be looking quite nice in my opinion. But it is very possible that due to being almost near overbought, that a pullback may be in store for Litecoin in the next 24 hours. So if we do start to see a slight pullback, don't be worried. It's only temporary, and it's just a correction, a small correction for the coin. As you can see, though, we did break above the high-low middle moving average again. We used that as a very strong support, and then just exploded up off of that, which is obviously what we all want to see. We are most likely going to pull back down to support. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another pullback down to a support. So if we see like a 58, or we even see like a $59 Litecoin within the next couple of days, I wouldn't be too worried. As long as it retests the bottom right here and then explodes up, I wouldn't be too worried at all. So to move on, what exactly is Electroneum? So I have a beginner's guide from Coin Central that I want to look at, obviously to help myself to better understand what Electroneum is, and hopefully for you guys as well, because I know you guys are asking. So it says, Electroneum team makes acquiring cryptocurrency simple as downloading an app. By breaking down the barriers around acquiring crypto, Electroneum believes that they can spread their coin far and wide. There are countless people that want to buy various coins but aren't willing to send awkward selfies with their passport to a website they know nothing about, which is very funny because for those of you who don't know, Bitcoin.com, they use a platform where you actually have to do that. You have to send your passport and send your face, but it's actually very secure, and it's just to make sure you're not like trying to scam someone or use somebody else's credit card. They just want to prove your identity and make sure you are who you say you are. So it's actually pretty secure. This is making it seem like it's more of a way to get around that, as if just right off the bat thinking of that. Let me know if you agree or disagree. But to say that it says people aren't willing to send awkward selfies with their passports to the website they know nothing about, blah, blah, blah. That is a way to secure your payment. For them to not add that as a security makes me wonder why they don't want that sort of protection and why they want to be more anonymous. And then as I continue reading more about this, it says Electroneum is built off of Monero, and hopefully, as you guys know and get more involved in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is becoming traceable. So it used to be a very big thing back in the day that Bitcoin was not traceable. You would have your key, your wallet, your private wallet, that those numbers could be tracked back to you. Now Monero is a one-time use, key, and then after that a new one is generated, so it's never really tracked down to you. So another thing is the fact that Electroneum is now being used, or it's coded off of Monero, gives me more affirmation that they're trying to be more, of a high security, more anonymous token, which is interesting to think about. They don't want people to know much about it. It says one of the main criticisms of Bitcoin, blah, 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 was that the wallet addresses are public and they are easily searchable, and Monero and Electroneum are not. So it says they get their fees through a wallet's private key, which then scans the blockchain, blah, 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 blah. So they have this mobile app. Electroneum's greatest differentiator is using a mobile app to bring new users. It is already available on Android and in iOS, so you guys can check that out. That provides access to a digital wallet that is able to send and receive Electroneum, and for extra security, they also have the option to create an offline paper wallet. So obviously that's helpful. Hopefully you guys know what an offline paper wallet is. It's basically your like private key that you can literally store your crypto off the computer. Very interesting. I know a few people that do that. That is more for the long-term hodlers and not so much for the short-term traders, even within a month or two, because once you use your offline paper wallet again, it's completely useless, and then you have to make or generate another one. So it says there's mobile mining. So now you can actually mine Electroneum with this app, which is interesting. The mobile mining won't actually help you confirm new blocks and blockchains, but you'll still receive rewards. So it doesn't seem like it's doing much. It allows your phone CPU to engage in simulated mining. It won't heat up or lose significant battery life. The app still requires the use of your CPU to teach people the connection between the power of your computer and the ability to mine. So I don't really know if it's really actually helping people to do much. It might just be some like fake thing. Blah, 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 blah. The history, it reached a hard cap of $40 million during fundraising. And I do remember that Electroneum is mainly for like games and stuff. Here it is. Electroneum team hopes to replace the in-game currencies such as World of Warcraft with Electroneum. Imagine all of the completed quests and sold items paying out in a currency that can easily be converted into other currencies or fiat, as in US dollars. This would not only encourage players to play more, but the game company could charge fees on depositing and withdrawing ETN from their ecosystem. So that is actually pretty cool. Imagine playing a game and getting rewarded in cash. So the more you play and the more objectives you complete, the more money you make and generate. So that is definitely an interesting thing. And then the company itself makes money off of charging fees for withdrawing or transferring Electroneum. And then it says gambling. There are several gambling websites already accepting Bitcoin, but the problem is that it's hard for most people to obtain it. The majority of online gambling takes place outside of America, where it's especially hard to acquire Bitcoin. Most countries do not have access to Coinbase or Gemini, and their local exchanges have 7% fees or higher. And the Electroneum plans on taking that over. And I do know gambling is illegal in, I think, New York, if not United States. I could be wrong on that. I definitely know New York. So when using cryptocurrencies or decentralized currencies to gamble, you can lose a lot of money, you can make a lot of money, and it won't be tracked down to you. So that's kind of why I'm assuming they made this on Monero, is so that it can't be tracked back to you, because government does not want you gambling, especially in New York. And I know if it's using Monero as its, I guess, like step, or it's like it's big brother, you know, that's what it's mimicking. It could be very secure as well. I don't even know why Monero's not involved in that then. But it says in the conclusion, if you are new to crypto and having trouble joining exchanges, download the Electroneum app and try to win free coins. This could be your entry into the crypto world. If loud, expensive ASICs intimidate you, and check out Electroneum CPU mining. Even though Electroneum is named after Electron, it's hard to be negative about its future. Haha, very cliche. But otherwise, let's just move on to Bitcoin. Hopefully you guys like that little introduction into Electroneum. Definitely let me know. Do you guys have Electroneum in your portfolio? Do you even want me to look at this coin? Do you think it's a scam coin, or do you think it actually has a hope and potential? The fact that it's up 40% on the day is quite wild. And I do remember in the beginning when I first started making YouTube, I was getting so many spam comments on my YouTube channel saying to partner in the Electroneum ICO exchange, buy at this price, blah, 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 blah. But it does seem to be doing quite well. And, you know, very seldom are there ICOs nowadays that do quite well. Most of them are scams that you buy into their coin and then they disappear off the face of the planet. Or you buy into it, they go live, and the company itself goes under, or the coin just plummets in value because they overinflated the price of their currency. And then when it actually hit the market, the price of it dropped dramatically. And I did make a video on that if you want to check that out. But obviously, to continue from where we left off, Bitcoin seems to be right on track from what I said. I do believe it's going to hit E. And somebody asked me in the comments, what happens after it hits E? So obviously, I want to see what happens when we get there. I want to see how we're looking on the relative strength index. I can't make that judgment now. You know, E is not for, you know, another week, it seems. This is October 4th around, and it's only September 27th. So there's a few more days, around a week before we hit E, and a lot can happen in a week in cryptocurrency, as we both know, or as we all know. So we're definitely going to have to just wait and see where it happens, but I do think we're definitely headed for E. Hopefully we see some sort of consolidation and trading sideways from here on out to kind of drop the price and the relative strength index a little bit lower so that we have more potential to move up. But we have to see what happens when we retest the top of this resistance level, because if we test that downtrend and we are extremely overbought, I may see a slight pullback. But if things looking good and the way Litecoin and Bitcoin are moving, the fact that I do believe we are out of this bearish market and more into an accumulation phase, we could see a nice pop out of E and then a much, much higher price, even like an $8,500 Bitcoin. Again, don't quote me on that. It's very possible that we break bearish and move back down and the whole thing restarts. But we're going to have to play it by ear. I'm just trying to help you guys out. Lastly, Ethereum. Ethereum is getting ready to pop, guys. You know, it is hugging its downtrend right here. You know, it's been definitely hugging this for quite a while, and it seems like it does not want to go much lower. So I'm definitely keeping this on my radar. Not much to say. If we don't break through here, we're going to retest 180, trade sideways, and inevitably we're going to pop out of here and retest back to that high-low middle moving average on the daily. So around a $330 Ethereum is definitely in play, guys. I would not count that out. Lastly, Neo. So let me know if any of you guys are holding on to Neo. There is some sort of downtrend that I'm seeing on the coin. Very interesting though is the fact that it's just trading out of it. Like it's just trading sideways. There's not much real like movement at all. There was no potential pop. It has literally just been a sideways trade. So you can see there's a downtrend here. Let's just draw this horizontal support right here. I'm going to draw two. One right here. And then another one at the bottom. Now let me zoom in so we can actually get a good look at this price and the movement we're seeing. So it's very weird. This line does hold quite well though. Interesting enough, you can see all the resistance similar to Ethereum slowly starting its resistance. And it's definitely possible that Ethereum like Neo could just trade out of it, which is very possible, and I've seen it numerous times. It'll just trade out of it, but that usually signifies that something is going to happen. The price usually doesn't stay so flat and concurrent like this. We're usually going to see some sort of either upbringing, or a potential bearish move downwards. Obviously, we have to wait and find out, but just know that this is not a sustainable price. And the way things are looking, we may just see a nice move right up to support at that high-low middle moving average. But otherwise, that's going to sum up the episode for today, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, giveaway at 5K, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.